It's a great day to make rye bread, so let's make some sourdough rye. First, you're gonna need 100 grams of starter, and I use a scale to scale it out. So we're probably gonna use just about all of this. And if you know, I do not discard starter. I keep it in the refrigerator and feed it only when I need to. I have the hiccups, so please excuse me. We're gonna zero this out and we're gonna add 300 grams of water. This is warm bottled water. There we go. And now we need 100 grams of rye. I get this from carolinaground.com. It's a local Carolina mill that stone ground their flour, and I love it. We're gonna add 100 grams of this. There we go. And then we're gonna add 400 grams of bread flour. I'm using King Arthur bread flour. This is the easiest way to do it. You don't have to measure anything this way. You're just scaling it out. Almost there. There we go. And then we need between 12 and 15 grams of salt. Now, I like mine a little on the saltier side, so you just decide what's good for you. I still have the hiccups. And I'm gonna grab some caraway seeds. We're gonna buy about 20 grams of caraway seeds. If you don't like caraway seeds, of course you could leave them out, but they give that distinctive rye flavor. And there we go. Okay. And now I'm gonna grab a glove because we're on here and I want to talk to you while I mix this. So I'm gonna grab this glove. And we're just gonna do a really quick mix. So we're just gonna go around and around. And you'll see we're just incorporating it so that the flour gets picked up. So you don't have to worry about kneading it at this point or anything like that. I just bring the bowl around and I squeeze it to the center. Now, if you did not have sourdough starter and you wanted to make this, of course you could substitute a packet of yeast, and then you would just need to adjust your flour and water to get the consistency that you're looking for. Okay, so just like that, it comes together. Now we're gonna cover that. Take this glove off. I'm gonna cover that for about 15 minutes. And then I'm gonna show you what it looks like. And this is what we'll look like after about 15 minutes. It kind of gets a little lighter, a little fluffier. And now we're gonna turn it out onto our surface here. I use this stainless steel cover and it is fabulous. Okay, so we're just gonna turn it out on here. You could do the traditional stretch and fold, but rye doesn't have a lot of gluten, so it really benefits from the kneading process. So you can slap it and fold it, slap it and fold it, slap and fold. And what this is gonna do, it's gonna smooth out the dough and develop more gluten. If you find it's a little sticky, you can go ahead and dust the surface, but you really don't need it. And just like that, it's nice and smooth. I still have these dang hiccups. All right, so then we're just gonna cover it, and we're gonna do that 2 more times. And then we're just gonna let it rise for about 5 hours until it pretty much comes halfway up the container. Now I also did a white sourdough. So I'm just gonna repeat these steps and show you how we knead it. So we come in here. Now this hydration is 65%. If you have a higher hydration, you're still gonna use these same steps. You're just gonna have a little more stretch to them. So this replaces the stretch and fold. Now you may want to do a stretch and fold in the beginning, but if you're doing a dough that has, 75% hydration, this step is a little bit difficult to start with. So then you would go ahead and do the stretch and fold first, and this would be your second and third fold. And just like that, it's smooth like a baby. All right, we put it in there. Then we do that 2 more times, let it rise, form our loaf, and park it in the refrigerator to develop flavor. All right, and then we bake it at 450 degrees for 20 minutes covered and 20 minutes uncovered, and you are going to have some fabulous bread. So make it. All right, my friends, have a great day.